Hello everyone, welcome to Trial of the Controller. Today we're gonna play a slightly different game from the games I usually play. This is Princess Connect Grandmaster. In case you haven't heard about this game, it's because it was only made public yesterday. It's the April Fool project for 2022 from the project Princess Connect. So, in case you don't know, a lot of Japanese anime and game company actually make April Fool projects, and some of them are really well done, such as this one. So I figured that I'm gonna do a particular build called Tank Build, and hopefully you can I don't know, learn something from it. I don't know. This is only gonna be a week, so it's mainly be doing some interesting things. So you actually fight against real players here. So the 8 players you saw, including myself, are real players. But right now we start fighting monsters to level up and stuff. So in short, this game is an auto chess game that you only get to decide which characters to recruit and where to put them. So right now I have one character in the middle to put them. By the way, this game is all Japanese, so that's why I'm doing a voiceover. Right, and the notable thing about a character, well, the number of stars from 1 to 5. 5 is stronger, 1 is weaker. When you also level up in the game, the lower left, it says level up. That's what the Japanese says. And then when you level up, you can put more characters onto the field, and you can recruit higher level characters. So right, so that's basically how the games work. You fight monsters and players, mostly players, but some monsters, and then you'll get money, and you actually get equipment. So the upper left right now is the equipment to equip on characters, and then you get stronger, other players get stronger, and then you have a health bar. So each of us has 40 to start with. If you win over a player, they get some damage that is higher when it's later in the turn. So initially you'll only be damaged 3 or 4, and later on it's like 16, 20. So it's just how it's designed. So now I'm actually fighting a real player. They have 3 people. I have 4, so I obviously have an advantage. That's because they are level 3, I'm level 4. They could have level to level 4 because they probably have enough gold, but they're probably not super familiar with the game, just like I am. So it's only been a day. Yes, so I won this one. I think you get more bonus when winning, definitely when you are winning in a row, but I think also from winning, I know. Yes, so let's talk about build. So in this game, after you place your characters, after you bought and placed your characters, there's really not much you can do. So the whole game is on who to place on there and how to place them, I guess. And people focus on build, and this is one of the 2 common builds I saw on website. I'll post the link later in the description. But this is the tank build, so you can probably tell by its name. It's trying to max out the tank skill, which is represented, actually the shield skill, the shield skill that you see on the upper left, the red one with the shield. That one, so when you have different number of total shield symbols across all your characters, then you get different levels. There's level 1 to 3, and then level 1 is defense plus 80, level 2 plus 150, level 3 plus 300. And 300 is crazy, like as some tanky character only has 100 in defense. So the tank build revolves around recruiting tank characters. So every time when I recruit, I check whether there's any, and then they are supported by some other skill. So the 2 people I just recruited have the recovery skills. So your characters will, I'm selling the, okay, selling is not a good word here. I'm gonna stop here. But you can exchange your characters for money, just like you transfer your Pokemon in the Pokemon Go. Yes, so recover allows your character to gain health when they deal damage by normal attacks. By the way, each character has normal attack and kind of a charge attack. So if you look kind of carefully, below their health bar, there's actually the green is health bar, but the blue is the skill bar. I think it's TP. That if full, they will use their specific skill, and it ranges from attack to healing to some weird effect. You can also see some characters have the yellow thing, Adonitaide. That's when you get the same character for multiple times, it actually levels up that character. So it's actually a gacha game, a gacha. How do you say that? A gacha deck building, kind of. Like each time you're doing gacha, but you do gacha over time. So then, probabilistically speaking, you are building toward the build you want. So here I'm gradually going to the tank build, obviously. Yes. So this is, I probably should have said it earlier, but yes, this is a gacha deck build game. I believe they just invented this genre. Yes. So the tank build. Back to the tank build. So I talk about the shield, which is the main thing, and then the recovery. So there are several support skills you can have surrounding the shield. So recovery is obviously nice. That heart thing, the orange heart skill, that's just HP, so that obviously helps. The red sword that I have activated on the upper left, that's attack up, because you need attack to actually kill people. I think later on I might. So it really depends on which characters you encounter during the draw phase. Like you obviously prioritize shield, but if there's something else like here, there's a healing. You also can use Scout to level up more quickly. So you have advantage over your opponents by number of people, which is obviously very important. So you also need to balance between buying characters and leveling up. Yes, so here I'm trying to get my healing skill, sorry, recovery skill out, but I didn't get it. So the prepare phase only has a limited number of seconds. So if you're out of it, then you don't get to do anything. Like the battle is set, just what is it called? The die is rolled, and the characters do their own things. There's some notable things about the character. So character, obviously there's the frontline warrior, and then there's a range attack people, and there's an assassin that I think that will come up in the pretty late in this clip. So the assassins are melee characters that will teleport to other people's bottom line to start with, so they can attack the ranged characters directly. So that's actually pretty effective if built right. So here I lost. So I lost 7 health. I still get some coins. So this is not the end of roll. You can lose like maybe 6 times. It's not a fixed number because the damage grows over time. And then let's see. This one is against. I cannot see. But basically, after the versus player fights, they are more frequent, but they are also like monster fights, and you almost always win monster fights. That's the way that they deal with like odd number of players and some player lagging behind or being too forward. I'm not sure, but this is a player fight though, the current one. So what's happening here? Let's see. So I got my health skill out, and then I have 1 level of attack. So I think most importantly, I have 2 levels of shield, which can give you a strong advantage early on. And also, shield skill, there are more 1-star characters with shield skills, so it's a good build to get it early on. It is pretty different from the other build detail on the website. It's called the sorcerer build that specializes in sorcerers. But that build I haven't got it to work, and I'll try to get it to work within this week. Hopefully it doesn't take too much time. Yes. So again, changing for gold. Then okay, I leveled up. Yeah, and then I got to get my last people out in the last person out in the last moment. Okay, so we can look at the opponent. So this opponent has 2 sources on the back, but I don't think they have enough. So yeah, they're pretty overwhelmed by my forest. Basically destroyed. It's actually very common when you go for the sorcerer's build. Like if you don't have a strong enough front line, or you don't have strong enough spells to kill the majority of people before your front. It's a little bit like football, that your quarterback is overwhelmed by all the frontline players. Yeah, it's actually a very good metaphor. Maybe it's not, I don't know. I don't really watch football. Hope I don't offend anyone. Okay. So this is against monster. And because we have an odd number of players, maybe I'm ahead. That's why they gave me a monster. No, I'm not. I'm just in the middle. Fine, whatever. It's some algorithms. Yes. I really want to get my recovery out, because that'll basically complete my build. That, you know, you choose one of the support skills, and I already have a very strong attack up. So the healing is probably the last thing I can fit in. Yes. I can actually talk about a little bit about the skills. I think the skills of the characters, the character skills. So I know the one with the carrot. I think she has a direct attack skill. Oh, here I'm doing the equipment. She pulls up the carrot, and the carrot becomes a missile, whatever. The one with the great axe, her skill is a buff to herself that increases attack speed and power in 8 seconds. Oh, there's a 5-star character, but she doesn't have the skills that I want, so I let her go. And some of the one with the long sword, that's actually a pretty iconic character in the Princess Connect, and she's just like cheap, tanky, high attack, and her skill is just a sword, jump attack. Other people, I don't. The one with the bell, I actually never figure out what her skill is. But she has her attack skill. Let's just call it attack skill. I don't know what it's called. But her like skill is defend, shield, and attack up, which are pretty useful for my build. So oh, I actually lost terribly, very terribly. Okay. So even if you are losing, the game is actually balanced pretty well. That even if you are losing in the middle, or even just from the beginning to the middle, they actually give you some compensation for losing. And then they have weak, just like players with lower health fight against each other, such that, because that presumably means that you have a worse build than the people with higher HP. So they put you together such that it's a little bit like what's it called? That they put the losing players in the same tournament, whatever. Anyway, so the game is actually pretty balanced in the sense that they have multi levels of loser compensation. Let's put it this way. So even if you have 3 health, if you don't lose any battle, you're still gonna be surviving. Just that it's not likely. Yes. So this one, yes. So see, they put me with someone with 8 health. If I win, they will probably just leave this game. Yeah. Okay. So it's kind of satisfying to see the tank build, because the tank build basically characters don't really die, and then once they destroy other people's front line, they will just like be this gangster fight mode that just doesn't require any skill, just like raw number and power. Pretty stable build. Yes, so since there are 8 players, theoretical chance of winning is 1/8, but I know I don't feel like it. Maybe the Japanese players are too good. This is their native language, so they obviously have some advantage there. Let's see. So what did I do here? I really want to get the recovery, but I didn't. There's another one, the gray thing, a shield with a down arrow that's decreasing other people's defense. So obviously good. Oh, okay. Their character that just jump over, that's an assassin. So they are trying to challenge my back row. But they failed. Like assassin, if you just have one, it's kind of like just sending them to death. Usually on this, it's very high level or something. Okay. I might kill this person or not. Okay, one. Cool. Great. One health is one health. Oh, I actually maxed out the shield skill. I didn't notice. That's why I was changing all these characters. Oh, I got the armor guy. The armor person is actually pretty strong. She's a really tanky character. Even as among shield characters, she's even tanky among shield characters. So she usually lives to the last of any match, and then the reason she lost is that, you know, there are 5 other characters. But she's a really good character. Yeah. I think she's even better than there's a 5-star shield character, but she might even be better than that character because her second skill is the defense down thing, which might actually be fulfilled during this build. But the 5-star character has another strong but hard to fulfill skill. So she is probably the best shield character in this game. Okay. This is actually kind of even. Like, I'm having the upper hand, but it's not a clear upper hand. Oh, this is so. If you see the right, this is toward the end of the game. 5 people are out, so the last 3. It's a battle royale. It's a gacha deck building battle royale game. Whatever it means. They really have good idea for their April's Fool project. I haven't played their real game, but this can actually better be. I don't know. No, both are good. No judgment. So this is against the monster because they want to have the 30 person to destroy the 5 person. I don't understand, but some algorithms. I think sometimes they have upper player against a lower player. Sometimes they have lower player against lower player. I don't know what the logic is. Yeah, so you know, monster fight is not exciting at all. I may as well use my time to look at my build. And so I'm at level 9, which is the max level. It means that I cannot add more members into my team. So my build basically finalized at this point. I will seek to upgrade them by getting the same kinds of character. Oh, this is a special item. So this item, this equipment gives you a skill, which is, so I have it give me the shield skill, and it can only be installed on the character without the shield skill. So then I can remove someone. So she's a 1-star character. So obviously I'm gonna remove her. And some other equipment. So right now, what am I at? Okay, I have the shield down. The new character has a shield down skill. So my build is basically complete right now. Oh, okay. This person has 4 assassin characters, which is the first time I saw during all the games I played. So it's actually, I was thinking this wouldn't be effective against a shield build, but apparently it's not bad. You know, they basically destroy me. Not destroy me, but they gain the upper hand by doing that. This is a pretty interesting build. Yeah, will definitely be very effective against. Oh no, I won here. This will definitely be very effective against the sorceress build. And you know, it's not doing bad against the shield build. Although shield build, everyone is tanky, so there's no like bundle bag. It doesn't matter. Okay, so now I'm trying to, so I upgraded Eliko, and then I think it's Suzume. But yeah, so on top of character, if it's 1, it's like level 1. If it's 2, it's level 2. At max, you can get level 3, but level 3 needs 6 characters. Like, so it's after you have a level 2 character, you need to have 6 more characters, the same character, to be level 3, which is pretty hard. So I usually stop at level 2. I did see some level 3 characters and they are pretty strong though, but usually then they kind of throw out the build. They cannot choose characters based on their build, so you know, that's not very good. Yeah, basically keep the same build through and through again and trying to level them up. The game also actually have a plot that you are supposed to defeat some final bosses, some final boss, and then these winning teams. Oh, you see here, I actually sandwich my kind of ranged characters in the middle because I know he's coming with all the assassins. So this is actually pretty funny. You know, there are only 2 players left, so the other player isn't that strong. So here I was lucky. There's gacha component in this game, obviously. So I leveled 2 characters. I think that played a huge role in my winning. You know, it's obvious advantage. Yes. So what was I talking about? Well, anyway, this fight is more important. Oh, sorry. So there's a final boss, and then all your teams after this like battle royale game will be registered, and then they can be used to fight the final boss. And your goal is to actually beat the final boss by multiple rounds of doing this. So, pretty interesting. Very good overall design. They have a meta game. Okay, so my sandwich strategy worked, and yay, victory! I think it's my 10th game or something, so it's not that easy. It's pretty well done. I like what they're doing, and I'm gonna try my sorcerer build. If I ever succeeded, I'll post. Otherwise, see you next time.